everybody. Had to end it before the Meet the Polymaker thing came up. And I'm out of breath because I'm out of shape. And I noticed last second, with 30 seconds to go on the timer, I had to run upstairs and grab my waters. So welcome in. How is everybody doing today? We're here to talk shop, chit chat, maybe spill some Polymaker secrets. You never really know what's going to happen on these streams, other than me breathing heavy. But, let me get it turned on. This is live, I promise. Boom. We'll do a giveaway. Got some making up to do. I didn't have a stream Tuesday last week. May have been pre-recorded on Thursday last week on the Meet the Polymaker. It's live. This week is live. This Thursday, it'll be live. Live. But we've got some stuff coming up, people. And we've got some preparations to do with very little time. As I like to call it, Polymaker time. I dubbed it that myself because I work for Polymaker now and I'm a procrastinator. So rather than saying Joel's a procrastinator, I just say I run off of Polymaker time. But welcome. Been a long time no see. I haven't been in the Discord. I was on vacation last week, so I'm back. Maybe a little bit more sun. Maybe something coming up. Sideline on it. I don't know. Is there an event coming up in less than 2 weeks? Preparations. Preparation HD. Preparation high temp PLA. Who out there has got a high temp PLA? Has printer with it? Tracksman. I haven't actually talked to you in a little bit. I hope you're coming. I know Frankenbee is planning on it. I know if you're planning on it. Well, on that note, who here right now in chat? There's not a whole lot of you right now. Who's that's the plan? Awesome. Who's all planning on being at Murph next week? And this year they're doing, I think, just Saturday, Sunday. I don't know if they're opening to. I guess probably should look at that. I've been playing catch up on a lot of things. Midwest Rep Festival. That's right. Facebook. Have the times out? No. I believe. There we go. I don't know, Friday 20th through the 22nd. So they are doing the same thing they done the previous years. Maker Viking. Just start walking now. You'll get there. I apologize. There's not waterways for your Viking ship to make it. Though there probably will be a Viking ship there. Can't remember his name. From West 3D. Has a big Viking ship Death Racer. So we'll talk about that, but make sure to do. I don't know, Joel. I didn't just make a model of a certain logo for no reason. I'm very interested to see. Just received red on Sunday. Oh, Sean Doan got the red. It's a very nice red. I don't know if anybody caught the what was it? Might have been an open meeting, so I might not be able to talk about it. The red went through some all the film went through some variations. I don't want to say the original. One of the variations was not a good looking red. So Pete went to bat and said, no, we need better red, and got a lot better red out of it. How many times can I say red in 1 minute? Zombie Hedgehog has a red filament. Zombie Hedgehog's creator spool, Galaxy Red. Another beautiful red filament. If you haven't printed with that, that is in stock. You can get that currently right now at us.polymaker.com or ca.polymaker.com. We get a zombie red high temp. That is up to Pete. It'll be a Murph. Dan. Is that the Dan that I'm thinking of? Dan, aka Iggy? I'm pretty sure that's your username, but I could be wrong. Is that Gumbo Dan? Pretty sure it is. I'm trying to remember so many names. Bob from California. Dude, come by. Stop by sometime. I'm happy to see you stop by here and saying some stuff in chat, but miss you, man. Jumbo, what I say, gumbo? Yeah, jambalaya. That's tit for tat. Thanks, K2 Kevin. But yeah, the jambalaya. For those, I never had jambalaya until going to a 3D printing event. Who would have thought? At Murph last year, which is actually was the year prior that Dan originally served jambalaya at the event. I missed out that year. I did get some last year. Other than it being scalding hot, it was quite delicious. And I will definitely be back for more, probably seconds or thirds this year. So and he, I can say this, I think a little. He said it on stream at Rapid TCT. Just ran into him. Is he had a slight, not a huge sponsorship, but a slight sponsorship from Zataran, which is the rice, is it flavored rice? I don't know what they consider it. It's the stuff that goes in jambalaya. Well, Makita Tea will be available. I won't address a whole lot of the HTPLA stuff because I don't know exact dates. You're probably looking end of July-ish. I don't, that again, that's 100%. Don't take that for, hey, Joel said it was coming in, why is it not here? It's on its way. It's up to the shipping gods, as you will, of when all this stuff comes back in stock. But you guys killed it quite quickly, obviously unexpectedly. And they are, I know there's some still orders, and again, I'm not going to get into it because I don't know the details. Some orders that a little bit delayed, a bit delayed. Let's not beat around the bush. They're working on getting all those pushed through. So there were some issues. I don't really know because I don't deal with Amazon and everything else, but there were issues. We're working through them. Thank you guys for your patience. If you haven't received it, the team, I promise you, is working every single day to get these things pushed through and out to you as quickly as humanly possible. So if you've already sent a ticket to support, Sean's been pretty good at responding to each and every one of them. That's pretty much the best update you're gonna get is from Sean. He knows more of the internals of what's going on there, but you guys have supported us tremendously. The 3 rolls of HT fire from oh you got the fire. Yeah, that was the debate, the fire or ice, which one was people's favorite, and I think ice sold out first, I believe. But yeah, one all delayed. I'm sure the support team is going to take care of those that have not received things yet. That's as far as I'll go because I'm not support team. I'm promising nobody anything, but if you know Polymaker support, we're one of the best, if not the best. Like, they don't want to toot our own horn, but they do people right. So this should be no different if you have a delayed order. So apologies. There you go. Bob from California said it. I don't have to. Polymaker is the best. He said it. Customer's always right. Bob from California, I promise you, has brought a little bit of Polymaker here and there. So he's a customer. He's right. Bob from California, merch. Yes, there's an update soon. Everybody's like, I hate you. I hate you. No, it's going through the final touches of things. So yes, soon. And there's so much more too. Yeah, once it does release, if ever, that we want to do with it. So you guys have been patient. Hopefully you guys are really that hyped about it that you actually buy it and don't just see, cool, yeah, they finally came out with a shirt. Cool. I expect very much support on that aspect of things. Because we got to get things rolling, and if it doesn't sell well, we don't have more designs and newer designs and cool things to bring out, past the initial launch. Yep. So, but yeah. Anyway, I didn't really prep for this. I'm still coming back from the vacation-itis, but we do have Murph coming up. For those that will be there, that we of course will not have a full team. So Murph being a smaller place, a smaller event. I don't want to say smaller because that makes it sound worse. Murph is great. I love Murph. It's an awesome time. I can't wait to be there, see everybody's face. It's a very good social event, and just it's got the roots. It's kept its roots. It hasn't really try to break away from those, which is awesome. I think is great because it just keeps it more natural, genuine, etc. Anyway, we will have a team there of my Polymaker team of myself, Polymaker Pete, and Polymaker Sean. So he did not make it to Rocky Mountain, but he will be out in the middle of Indiana, nowhere. So they will be flying into Fort Wayne, Indiana. So for those that are somewhat local, big airport. It's actually not that small, but it's a tiny airport compared to most. But I will be picking them up on Thursday. We'll be heading up, ready for setup on Friday. The plan is to have the Polymaker Scientist game for the first time ever at Murph. It's never been there before, so this will be the first year of it. And also the Panchroma wall game. So if you guys have seen it and were upset that you couldn't make it to Rapid to see it for the first time or to Rocky Mountain, it'll be back. And you know what that means for you guys? Not only do you get to have fun playing really fun games, seeing a ton of filament in cool different ways, you can win filament. You can win filament. You can win both games if you're good enough. We'll see. I reset the scores because I had to reset the file that comes for all the winners in the game. I might default put Nick's top score default back on there, and we'll maybe this was unintended for Rocky Mountain. It was just hit X amount of score, then you get a free spool of filament. And there was a kid, actually two kids there, that became very competitive, and then Nick offered him out of the kindness of his heart, if you can beat me and allow me to play one more time to re-beat you, and if I don't beat you, you win. I've told this story before, but will that idea come to Rocky Mountain or to Murph? Who knows? We're always changing things up, doing things different, so we shall see. But those games will be there. The other thing I want to put out there, if you are coming and you have a really cool print, whether you want to display it and pick it back up at the end of the event, display it, allow it to be given away, or to possibly make it to other events, be my guest, be our guest. Anyway, you're more than welcome to bring anything that you think is an awesome print and share it at our community print table. I plan on having that at all events. The community, you guys are what builds this company and makes it even bigger and more successful. So why not share your stuff? I know some of the stuff is printed internally from us, but that's so that the table's not empty, because I can't always rely on everybody bringing things. But if you have a really cool print and you're coming to Murph, bring it, display it. You're more than welcome to come back and claim it and get it back. We'll make sure anyone's when you leave it there, just let one of us know, hey, I want that back. Hey, give that away. Or hey, I don't want it back, whatever. So we know. And yeah, we would love to display your guys' stuff, whether it be a cool helmet, a multicolor print, a solid color print. For example, we had Grenier bring a rainbow printed earring display with 3D printed earrings. We had Bearded Printer print out one of his role play books with Dice Tower, building Dice Tower, traveling game system, which was amazing. We had Foxy Alley bring a Gridfinity headphone stand, and all this stuff they allowed us to give away after the event, or at the end of the event. And two girls super happy to receive. They had to, they're friends, so they had to pick amongst themselves of who gets the earrings, who gets the jewelry holder. And then a D&D player got the book, and then there was a teenager. I asked him, hey, do you have gaming headset at home? Yeah. Do you have a holder for it? Just hang them. I think he said he hangs them on the edge or hangs them on the side or something. I said, you want a headphone holder? Sure. And I showed him, and he took that. And he was quite happy. So again, I'm not saying that you have to bring something to give away, but they definitely made some people's days. But I'm just finding out about HTPLA. Stuff looks amazing. It is. There's some good gradients, some good colors. So now it's time for Panchroma to catch back up with new good colors. Cakes Bakes. I have her maker chip. Clownhammer brought. What did he bring? I know he gave me his chip. I want to say that he brought something. I've lost track of everything. How's it going, Jerry? Welcome in. Thank you for last week for the show. I greatly appreciate you being on. Always, like I said, it's always nice to meet new people, but it's always nice, just as nice to meet not necessarily new people, but get to know them more. And like I said, I love odds and ends tidbits of information and just, you know, getting the history, you know, what started you up, what was your driving force. So it's a, that show for me is just a, it's a, yes, it's part of my job, but it's fun. It's fun because I get to meet and know, you know, get to know people a little bit more, and some fun or funny stuff. What about the mega scientist for the show? That's mega scientist. If you're talking about the Tracksman printed 7-foot-ish tall scientist, he resides in our Polymaker office in Houston, or Missouri City, and he will stay there because I heard all the horror of packaging that and everything from Tracksman and from those that had to ship it from, what was it, Rapid to the office. So he's gonna stay there. Hey, maybe we'll get like a 500mm one or something. They do still have the crate. Oh, so they do have the crate. I wonder what they must store it in with the factory then. But man, I don't look forward to having to figure out how all the puzzle pieces go. Tracksman made me too scared of it. It's a puzzle. Yeah, exactly. Oh, but you wrote him a guide. Okay, see, I didn't know that because I wasn't involved at that time. I don't know. Maybe he'll go somewhere at some point. But he has a nice, cozy home. Actually, when you're walking down the hallway into our office, big glass wall and glass door, that's the first thing you see is the scientist and Polymaker. Which I don't know. Do I have a shot of the hallway? Let me see if I can share real quick. Do. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so this is pretty much standing in front of the door. Look at those two handsome men. So you see the Polymaker on the wall, and this, of course, was back in December. Actually, that was when Pete was getting hired. And that was Pete's initial trip or visit to the office. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty awesome. But again, that just goes to show you guys and the community are amazing what you guys can do and are willing to do. That's even more amazing. What about community print? Each person can bring. Okay, so Bob from California, I have thought about that. And of course, it's too late for Murph. I have thought 100% about, and since we have a scientist and maybe not a scientist, maybe a bust of a scientist, and not at all a mock, but they had the Sanjay Mortimer's bust. Just like a bust of the scientist or something fun. Something a little bit different since we do have a giant scientist. Holds up the truck. I will, for anybody that's coming as a maker, and you're setting up on Friday, if you are printing at Murph, I have a horrible problem where I bring filament to give to everybody that's printing, and then I don't give it out because I get too busy. On Friday during setup, if you are there with a printer and you're planning on printing while there, see me, see this guy. I've got something for you. To an extent, there's a limit. I'm not bringing 100 spools with me. So yeah, the P could be another thing. It's the best way of displaying it and showing it, but then also making it modular. But that is definitely something I've thought about before because the community is always so willing to help and print things. So Kaggle, I never remember how to pronounce it. The Houston office does not do tours. The factory also does not do tours at this time. We have some proprietary things, but stay tuned. I believe sometime this month there's going to be a video coming out from one of our first partners. We have one already. Loyal Moses did a factory tour. We have another video. Might have a little bit more in-depth stuff. I'm not sure. We're waiting for all that to come through. But there was another person in our factory that got some video. We'll see what we can allow them to share. So you'll be able to see more. But tours right now, nothing. The office really is a office. I mean, it's, you walk in, there's a little bit of a lobby. There's two offices. There's a print room, conference room, and then there's cubicles for our sales team and our product manager who sometimes visits the office and works from the office instead of home, especially when his AC was out. Betty Ruxpin, you're right. A real person, a real one, the real one. Your buddy Dynick. Here. You say I should cosplay as the scientist. He's been beat up in transit. He's traveled to several events. He got booped. Got booped a little bit too hard. So yeah, so this is a wearable. It's got some foam pads in it. I did this before I worked for Polymaker, and it was more of just a joke slash surprise for Nick. I was coming to an event like, hey, you got to check us out, and then it became a thing. So actually, in the workshop, there's a lab coat with Polymaker logo. I printed out a beaker or a flask. I think it's a flask. But a flask with the Polymaker logo on it. So yeah, there's a whole cosplay with this. The bad thing is it gets hot really quick, especially at Murph. It would really get hot. He hasn't made an appearance in the last 1 or 2 events. But now, like, it usually would be me or Nick, which 3D Printopia last year, I think it was, the scientist, it might have been even Earth the year prior. I don't remember. The scientist changed height during the event. Because it was, you could tell, it was either Nick or it was me. We're not quite the same height. Yes, the Silverback. Silverback was there to help us at the event last year. He witnessed there was a scientist versus Iron Man, 100%. Your buddy Dynick, yeah, it's due for a refresh anyway, because that I printed and it's heavy. It's way more heavy than it needs to be. But I really like all I did. I'm not a modeler by any means. I took the Mandalorian helmet, which you see right back there, and I made that do a subtract around a big block so it cut out the input or the internal dome, and then I increased the size of the scientist model, which is this big, increased it, cut its head off, and increased the head that big, and then put the dome size in it, and then subtracted it from it, all with 3D Builder on Microsoft Windows. And no, it came out well, but it's very solid. It's way heavier than it needs to be. I'll let you borrow one of my neck fans to keep. I have neck fans, so we have actually a couple of those. We should print Joel. that could be the community thing. Everybody prints a piece of the door. I know the door. It's my least priority, along with the molding. You can see. Yeah, look at that. That molding's only there because it keeps the door from, I think, the stopper from going through the wall. There's time. DJ Midnight Wolf, I still have it too. But yeah, so the Murph, again, general setup, that one is pretty straightforward. I'm not gonna do a plan setup and a floor plan like we do with Rocky Mountain 3D Printopia, just because it's more standard. And again, I'm saying this, but I'm not downplaying it at all. I am very excited to go. Hey, thank you very much, Traxman. You have it yourself a wonderful day. I'm sure I'll talk to you at some point soon, especially we got to plan what we're going to do and hang out at Murph. Entire place went silent when that Iron Man text you for, it did. It just crashed and was like, oh, okay. Oh, I seen this, waist fan. Okay. Oh, I've seen those. Yeah. They clip on, like you put your shirt over it. He needs to be modified. And now, plus I got bigger printers, and that was printed in 4 pieces. Now I think I have a printer that'll print that full size, maybe. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I can print that full size now. That will be very nice. Because that was, I don't even want to admit how much time that I glued all the pieces, Bondo sand, and I think, did I use glaze putty? I think I did. But there was a lot. And then it was coating it and everything else, and poof. Be a lot easier just to print it and be done. And now we can do that. So soon. Another soon TM. Rise and shine, welcome in. I have I don't know who I was talking to before, but it's working right now for dual chat, so I actually see YouTube and Twitch. So hello to both worlds. You're not on YouTube. Yeah, it should be on YouTube. Is it not live on YouTube? Somebody's messaging from YouTube. Now you're gonna make me think that something's going on here. No, we dual stream live to Twitch and YouTube. Yeah, we're live there. We're good. Hello, YouTube. I see you over there. Actually, I see everybody in the chat. So Rusty Anderson, Rise and Shine, Moons 3D Well, yeah, Critter 42. They're all there. Good news, the 14-day forecast. Oh, I have not even looked at that, so this is gonna be interesting. For Goshen says it's only going to be, it feels like temp of 94 degrees. I so thought I was gonna read that. It was gonna be like high 70s, low 80s. But it's also, you know, for those that aren't from the area, in the tri-state Michigan, Indiana, Ohio area, that means absolutely nothing. We could have torrential downpours. We could have snow the day before. But this day, oh, it must have froze up on YouTube. Okay. But it is warm there. For anybody that has never been to Murph and is coming, prepare, drink a lot of water the day before. Hydration takes that 24 hours. Drink it up and just become, you know, come prepared to be a little bit toasty. I'm getting the thing going. Hey, Joe, you got to make it. You got somebody that's going right by your house. Come on. No reason you shouldn't be going. My birthday maker hangout is Saturday, 12 p.m. Oh, yeah, that's, you're going to be the ripe old age of 28, right, Jerry? Okay. Actually, I just read that you put 61. I was trying to give you some hype. Polymaker hydration station. I mean, you never know. That's actually, I've talked about that. I talked about that last year of doing some type of like misting thing, but the liability is too dangerous. I'd love to 3D print a mister, but and the organizer said it would be fine, but it's again a very high liability. Somebody with wet feet steps on a concrete floor and slips. I lose my job, and Polymaker pays not a lot of money. So Zombie can bring his slushy machine. Hey, Zombie, if you got the vendor, you know, if you're set up for vendor, why not be a vendor of slushies? For every spool of filament you buy, you get a free slushie from Zombie. Can I say that without Zombie being here? How's it going, Big Jano? Tech Jeeper buy a 4-door Jeep. Does Tech Jeeper only have a 2-door Jeep? Frozen margarita machine. That might be good too. Hedgehog makes Galaxy Red slushies, and you can put that edible glitter in it for the Galaxy part. We're marketing for Zombie, and he's not even here. Come on, $1 million ideas right here. But yeah, so Murph again out there. If you guys are coming, bring something cool printed. It doesn't have to be big. It could be, if you've seen, we've had the little figures from Chris Perillo, Play Action Toys, designed them, printed by Chris Perillo. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It doesn't have to be something extravagant. If you're proud of a print and you want to display it, bring it on by. We'll be happy to display it. Not much pretzel people don't take it personal, and I once again don't want a salted pretzel. Hey, but hot weather or not, you got to go for the Amish crack donuts. That's what they're called. Nobody jump me. Pineapple Jarritos. Yes, they actually, that's funny because they do have Jarritos. Well, they typically have a taco truck there that has great elotes. Mexican street corn for those. And the cup. They don't have the cob. I love the cob, but they have the cup, but it's delicious. And those donuts, my wife got those donuts for the first time, not last year, the year before. And yeah, she's obsessed with them. And especially for those that don't live local, you know, it's nice to indulge on them while they're, you know, once a year. Yep, taco trucks. Yeah, street tacos. Street tacos made out of street, real bits of street. Over there to get those donuts to make my way to, yep. So when it's warm, you got to watch keeping them down, even on a chair. The ants get to them quickly. Actually, stubborn pineapple cream soda. I don't even know what that is. Sounds good because I love pineapple and I love cream soda. Is that the spike stuff? Is that what it is? Or is it like non-alcoholic? But yes, we will see. Like Tenacious Tame Walker. Do I want to know what you clipped it? Do I want to know what you clipped? Let's pull it up. I'm gonna regret it. Oh, is that for reference for the future? Okay, so it's proof. Zombie, I'm sorry that you're not here to defend yourself, but rules are rules. I have one or two printers for sale. Oh, new in box Prusa Mini Plus. Stubborn has real sugar, not corn syrup. Okay. So it's a brand. Like Stubborn is a brand. Birthday is the 19th of June. Party at set. Oh, it is. Yeah. Well, happy early birthday, Dan. I know what you look like now because I met you at Rapid. So I'll be sure to come give you whatever you prefer. A birthday hug, a birthday high five, or a birthday handshake. Or you can get all three. It's your birthday. You tell me what you want because you know it's a gift either way. I got to post it on his Discord. Oh yes, of course, you definitely do. Oh, and cupcakes. Oh, yeah, that's right, because they're like 2 hours away. I have another birthday that day too. Of course, Rolodex Pez. Wish your name was something with an R. Rolodex. I don't know. Ain't got nothing. Renee. Rolodex Renee. Pez's real name is Renee. Just so everybody knows that. That's true. I wouldn't lie on stream because it's recorded for all to see. Sister baked me a German chocolate cake. Round two. I will take a German chocolate cake. As long as it's not too bitter, too sweet. A lot of chocolate cake is way too sweet. German chocolate cake, it just depends. But yeah, other than that, we got some work to do. We got some things to optimize. Discord being one of them. I need to think of some stuff to do for Discord to make it more interesting, to make you guys like to come there more, whether it be the voice chat or just text chat. Either way, you know, we've had in the past, we've had the TikTok game, had commercial submissions, which that's still a thing for Meet the Polymaker. We have the application stages, and that's not ending right now by any means. But what is something? Okay, for those that frequent Discords, whether it be Polymaker already or other Discords, what's one of the main driving factors? And let me know in chat. Main driving factors for you to go to a certain Discord that you visit often, whether it be daily or every other day, and not just visit real quick too, but visit and interact, engage. Whether you talk, you come into a voice chat, you interact in some way, form, or another, rather than just a giveaway to come to. Weekly print challenge, okay. How about starting the weekday hangout every day, Joe? I'm not available all the time. I know I used to be, but I'm trying to get a little bit of work balance there, which honestly, most time that I'm in Discord is I don't consider work anyway. It's hanging out with you guys, being crazy to get, together. But yeah, okay. So weekly print challenge for free filament, of course, free filament. Come on, we already offer that every single day. What Discord gives away something every single day? And I have to process those. And luckily the bot processes half of them, but I got to process the other half. It takes some time. But interact with new friends. Okay, yeah. So the interaction. Sharing makes. So we do have the show off prints. I like to push that as much as I can. Always good, bad, and the ugly. I say it every time. Good, bad, and the ugly. Doesn't matter what the print is. Share it. And same, we have all the helpful chats, we have general, we have off topic, we got I think we cover most in the channel aspect of things, but lurk often. If I have questions, I'll go hunting in Discord, okay, for people who could help. See, that's the thing too, is Discord, it's not easy to have it as an organized place. I mean, like the show off prints, you know, it's now in post format kind of, so they can still get buried, but you can kind of, you know, scroll through easier. But for information, it's hard. And what unfortunately I think the internet's programmed a lot of people now is you can't ask. Why are you asking? Why are you asking this when you can just go to Google? I encourage you. We have very, very friendly people in our Discord. If you have a problem, like just like you said, CCM, is if you're you have a question for something, rather than hunting it, because again, there's no real good organization way of saying, hey, oh, go back, 7 weeks ago, somebody had mentioned something that, and here's your answer. Don't be afraid to ask anything in the Discord, whether it be business related question. We have the business related application stage. We have a lot of application stages for specifics, but even in general, if you don't want to go searching through hours and hours and weeks of chat, ask a question. I don't care if it's been asked a week ago. If you weren't watching it, you never saw it. It got buried. So that's, and I'm not saying CCM that's what why you look for the information rather than asking, but I know a lot of people do. They're afraid to ask because they're afraid to be lit up and like, hey, why are you asking this? This was just talked about. No, ask away. And if somebody's rude to you about it, I'll pop them. Not really. People are all pretty generally nice in our Discord, so I don't think I'll have to pop anybody. Awesome squad. Okay, here, how about this? So I think, yeah, the print, like a show and tell, for sure. Print challenges, I think, yeah. The weekly print challenge is already on my idea list. So that's good. The show and tell, I think the show and tell, it can be done, but it had to be, is it just show and tell of anything? Do you do themed stuff? Some people, they're limited on what they can do. Not everybody can print multicolor if you're doing multicolor. But, and there's some details, but right now I'm just kind of getting a feel for what brings you guys to a Discord. What makes you interested in staying in that Discord? Obviously, and community itself, keeps you there if they're polite, kind, responsive, helpful. But what really gets you to engage? What makes you think, oh, hey, I want to type that, or whether you're helping somebody, asking for help, just general conversations. There, I posted my dragon that was made with Ambrosia Banana Rama. Is that the West 3D, right? Ambrosia. Make your chest from printables, used my logo. I have not done anything with it yet. Jerry, you sound like me on every project I ever do. I download it and then it stays there and I don't have anything to do. I don't do anything with it. I listen and learn a lot. I need to show my prints more for sure. Usually ask print questions, but also looking at other issues. I think that's awesome. Appreciate that, CCM. Anybody that goes in there and helps, whether you have an exact answer or just experience to share, it's always so helpful for anybody, because you never know the person asking of what their level of knowledge is. They might have only been printing for a month or two, or they could have printed a long time and they just don't know certain things, or they've never really had to mess with things. But yeah, I appreciate that. The community itself for sure. The vast knowledge people have in servers, people always willing to help. Yeah, and yeah, I think we carry that pretty well. I would like to think so. Third problem of the week. There you go. Okay. Printer problem. Yeah, something like, hey, if you've had a problem and you've asked and people have tried to help and just nothing's worked through, maybe do a focus on that specific print issue. Ideally, I think that would be a fun one for the hangout. And I know not everybody's a big fan of coming to hang out or being on camera. Heads up, people. The hangout isn't just for people on camera and mic. We have people that come up in there and chat away in the text. You can come hang out. You can lurk. We're not going to make fun of you. We're just, hey, how you doing? We'll talk to you. And then, if you say in chat, hey, I'm in chat. Well, whether you don't have a mic, you don't like to talk on mic, everybody is welcome to that hangout. And just fair warning, the later it gets, the crazier it gets. People are off the hook, but but all fun. We always keep it PG. If you have kids and you're worried about them coming into the Discord, we moderate that pretty well. The community members do very well in moderating it, self-policing. So even if there's not a polymaker person in there, they're good people. They're good people, and they'll keep it straight. Or again, a pop of one. No, but seriously, Joe, I think having the week encourages people to come. The more, yeah. So that's yeah. We do the anybody can. Would not know anybody can start them. They have to have moderation. I have to look into that. See if we can start. The problem is if it's not somebody that has the access to start it, and I can't, like say if I'm busy, say I have something going on, I can't just go in and start it and then bring people in, and then, you know, because if I start it and I leave, it ends the event. But I also don't want to go in there, invite people and be like, ah, hey, thanks for coming, suckers, I'm out. I have to be able to stay there, and I can't always stay there. And the same is, if I'm not available, doesn't mean Pete's available, doesn't mean that somebody with the right access has the availability to start it. And they've come more to where they're randomized. Sometimes we'll have an early day hangout, sometimes a late night hangout. Consistency is definitely a thing. But yeah, we'll look at, because there's a lot of optimization that needs to come to Discord, some updates, some refresh, and I appreciate you guys, you know, help me come up with some ideas. You know, getting more people coming, get more people staying, and more people engaged. Keep coming to the server just in case we get to see someone keep it behind Pete and watch him through the window. That's the only reason. One of these days, yeah, we'll have him on chat, and I'll break through his window. Well, I don't know. Next time I'll be in Houston. We'll figure out something fun. I lurk to win. That's okay. I mean, there's plenty of people like that. I'm not gonna knock you for you. Before working for Polymaker, trust me. Any way that I could win filament, I'm down. So I will not knock you at all for that. I cannot guarantee the audio, so I said Warpaint completely fine. Like I said, Dad. So we welcome anybody that wants to come and just hang out with a bunch of goofballs. I can't say a bunch of goofballs. Some of us are goofballs. Some of us are normal, believe it or not. I won't point out those who are which, but you'll figure it out pretty quick. But no, we do have fun. We've helped people in that chat. That's another thing. If you're looking for like immediate help, or it's something that's a lot easier to explain on a camera or show, come into the Discord. If somebody is in, or the hangout, if somebody's in there, generally there's somebody that can help. If there's multiple people in there, I can promise there's at least one person that can at least push you in the right direction, if not completely fix your problem. And that's a lot easier when we can see what you're doing, and then, hey, no, do this. Hey, no, tighten that. Okay, see that part there? That's wrong. So always, that's that hangout is not just a hangout to just chill and, you know, have fun. If you need help, you need some suggestions, you have a question on anything, everything 3D printed maker related, ask away. Joe is normal. Yeah, I'm glad that normal is in quotes, because that's that makes it accurate. Without the quotes, you're a liar. And goofballs are awesome. Let's see here. Just going to do. No, awkward, you know, just because I make memes. Yeah, Midnight Wolf, the local meme maker. When it's not really live, I don't feel as awesome. Well, Lincoln World, you are always awesome. So I'm sorry if it's not live. This is live, but I'm saying in the future, if it's something not live, I apologize. I still appreciate you coming by and saying hello, being in chat. Yeah, the support is always welcome, no matter what. Let's hear. Oh, off axis. I just seen the scrolled up. Howdy, Joel. You're not from Texas. You can't say howdy. You're too far up to say howdy. Started printing with the high temp. Awesome. Yeah, any feedback? I love feedback. Feedback hour on Thursday. Just for heads up, typically isn't feedback for product, but if you have something concern or whatnot, or just something really extra to share, the end of the feedback hour kind of slows down. So you're welcome to provide feedback, or in the Discord. Trust me, Pete is watching at all times the Discord. I dare say as much as I do, and he's quick on responding. So you guys have any feedback, positive or not, show it. Throw it up in the general, and I promise you'll get a response, whether it help you through a problem you might be having, or just a thank you for the support. And tag Polymaker Pete if it's anything HTTPA related. That's his baby, his first baby. He's got more to come. Even after I figured out it wasn't live, I still watched it. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, even not live, like I said, especially that's with Meet the Polymaker is less interactive. Of course, I don't see chat that often. I don't pay attention to it just because I'm there to meet the maker. Not to be rude, but like, hey, I know we're interviewing you. 1 second. But no, the support is always appreciated. Like I said, and for you to sit there and watch through it, that's awesome. I hope to make it at least somewhat interesting to have you stay, not just for the spool of filament. Got a project cooking up to use HT GF. I know there's so many letters, but now you know exactly what that filament is. Really hope no one thinks I'm angling for giveaways for myself. John, I think it's a good idea. Oh, what'd you say? Hold on, sorry. I know we don't want to encourage more people with giveaways, but what about just more very random code drops, spool giveaways, and voice chat, for example? This would encourage. Yeah, so that is always a possibility. Now, of course, I've been in it 9 months now, so I'm not really that fresh, that new. But it has been known that Nick is coming in a hangout, and anybody in the hangout gets a discount code to use right away, 50% off or 40% off, I think. That is still, yeah, that's always a thing. That's the one thing with Polymaker Discord, is you never know what we're going to do there, whether we're going to do a giveaway or we do something extra fun. Yeah, that is not off the table to happen at any time for anybody that's supportive in the Discord. Not just hangout, but general Discord, and just be active in there. For those that don't know, does anybody here, for those that do know, you don't have to say yes, but is there anybody in the chat right now that does not know what the Awesome Squad is? And it's an Awesome Squad in Discord. Say no. Don't be afraid to say no, because there's a lot of people that don't. And then there's reason I'm asking, because I want to be able to inform you about it. But I want to see if there's many people right now watching that don't know what it is. Nope. Okay. That's enough for me to want to explain to you what an Awesome Squad is. So this is another thing to encourage that engagement, whether you're helping people, asking questions, whatever. The more that you're engaged in the Discord, our bot monitors that, and you gain levels. You may have already seen it if you've done just a few messages. You get to level 2 or maybe even level 1 pretty quickly. But the more you interact, whether you're hanging out in the voice channels or you're texting, those all accumulate within the bot. The more active you are, the higher level you get. What'll happen is those levels, keep talking, keep things. If you flood the chats, by the way, the bot does detect that. It won't count any of those messages. But if you're active in the Discord, you can get up to level, or you can get up, I don't even know right now what our highest level is, over 50. But if you right now reach level 15 on that bot, and again, it'll ping you every time that you level up. And then I think I'll have to figure out the command. I always forget what the command is. There's a way you can actually check your own level. If you're level 15, the system, the Discord bot will automatically assign you the Awesome Squad rule. And what that is it allows you almost every Wednesday, I think right now at 9 p.m. Let me check the calendar. I don't tell you wrong. Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have what's called an open meeting. You do not have access to that. You do not see it unless you're level 15 or above on the Discord server. With that access, it gives you access to that meeting, and that meeting is headed by, they go back and forth, Kongye, who is our product manager for Panchroma, and Pete, who is our product manager for the Polymaker Prime family, such as the HTPLA stuff. What's cool about that that meeting is there's things shared there that's not shared to the public. Whether it's new stuff we're working on, new colors that we're working on, input for new colors, input for names. We've had many filaments named by community that are part of that Awesome Squad, but it gets you kind of a behind the scenes look at what's going on at Polymaker, what's to come. Is it everything that's coming? No, but you'll know before anybody else will of things that are coming and colors that are coming, of different surface effects, whatever it might be, what we're working on. That's where you can get the know-how. So if you're interested in stuff like that, I encourage you to be active in Discord, get level 15, and and come join us. You'll get pinged, like I said, on the Awesome Squad when it starts, and you'll come in and it's an open stage, or it's a closed stage technically, where the product managers will have video, they'll share their screen. You can chat in the sidebar, but there is no voice, so you don't have to worry about 100 people talking at once. You can chat if you want, or you can just sit there and listen to what they're talking about. But it is a really cool access that not a lot of companies give you. And we provide, or we rely solely on good faith to our community being so awesome that what happens, or is what is talked about in Awesome Squad, stays in Awesome Squad. and the members have done an amazing job doing so. That's why you don't hear about it much, because they can't talk about it. They can talk about Awesome Squad, just not what happens in Awesome Squad. So chat away, like I said, and whether you're answering questions or there's off topic, we have tons of channels. Not everything has to be like, okay, 3D printing this, 3D printing that. Go where you're comfortable. Go learn something new, ask a question, give some advice, give some input, or just, you know, have fun conversation and off topic about random whatnots. Keep it clean. We always have to ask you to keep it clean. You guys have always done really well doing that. For those that don't, the bot deletes it pretty quick. But where do I see does anybody know is anybody typing it in chat? Let's see here. What is, because we have so many bots. Let me get you. Let me tell you how to actually do it. Slash level. Nope, leveling not. So it is. Oh, is that it? Delete. Nope, that's not it. It's I want to say it's slash something. Hold on one second here. Is it slash rank? There we go. There you go. Thank you. Strothgar, I think, was the first one to say it. Your buddy Dynick. Hey, anybody want to talk about Awesome Squad? Listen here, buddy. So you can do it in the level channel or like anywhere. You can type in yeah, front slash, backslash, whatever it is, front. What Strothgar said and what DJ Midnight Wolf said. If you do that rank, it's going to tell you your level. Don't pay attention to your rank. The rank doesn't matter. I mean, unless you're very competitive. But the thing you want to look at is level. The level tells you, and it also tells you on the bar of your progression towards that. It doesn't take a lot to get to the first few levels. Then it just does take some time. But as long as you're not flooding and you're actually having general conversation, you can get up to level 15 decently quick. I don't know timing wise because I don't know exactly the calculations used, but and Hadron is ahead of you. Is he ranked 20? Oh, he is. Hadron is ahead of Joe. But there you go. So that's how you can tell your level. Again, level 15, Awesome Squad. And there might be some things to come. That Awesome Squad not only gives you cool access, maybe gives you something cool, something else cool. Okay, I'm just saying. There could be that. Whether it be that Awesome Squad or certain levels. Levels may play into something that's coming out eventually. So, there's your hint. Yeah, type in I'm awesome if you guys are new here. If you're not sure what's going on, why people are saying that they're awesome. They're not conceited. They're just telling the truth because they're awesome. And you are also awesome. So if you haven't typed it yet, type it in now. And you get entered for a chance to win some filament. I'll do a few giveaways. I'll do a few today because I know I missed Tuesday and Thursday. And then we have today. So we'll do at least 3. I just type that in every chat so people know. It doesn't even matter if it's a 3D printing chat, Tech Jeeper. You go to like a gamer, it's like, I am awesome. Like, who are you? Why do you think you're so awesome? We're going to have a big barbecue in Texas at the Polymaker building. We have discussed things. Bob from California. There's going to be on this guy to make certain things happen. This year, I am still learning. There's always many things to learn. But getting a feel for things, I would love to have a get together, meet and greet in Houston. We gotta figure out like what's the purpose. You know, obviously hanging out, but do we turn it to a full-fledged rep rap? Do we just do it as a Polymaker community get together? And then at that too is what can we do to make it special? Because right now we can't do tours. I'd hate to have like the hot parking lot under a tent, everybody's miserable, and you can't even go see cool things. In the awesome square, I've gotten some amazing exclusive test rolls of filament. That 100%. So that is one thing. I didn't even hint at that. I was hitting at other stuff to come. Being part of the Awesome Squad can give you access to pre-production filament. So as they're testing things, we're doing new colors, or we would just want direct feedback. We have sent out filament on many occasions. Even recently, some of the HDPLA went out to some random awesome squad members, and we just send those out. You don't have to pay for them. You just test. We ask you for your feedback, what you think, positives, negatives, etc. So again, yeah, the awesome squad does a lot of cool things. Like I said, for me personally, I think the behind the scenes stuff is awesome. That's the coolest part. Getting free filament is also a cool part, especially that it's unmarked, and I'm a sucker for collecting things. I still have all of my unmarked filament that I received prior to working for Polymaker, and even though I work for them now, I still find pride in having collections of these things. But it's cool, and you don't have to collect them. You can just print them. Give some feedback, print some cool things. If I get the big version of my Murph logo model printed that has the plate as 180, I will definitely be placing on the Polymaker table. Oh, is that so? I've seen that. Is that like an official Murph thing? Is that the printer with the Murph 2025 on it? Is that what you're talking about, Midnight Wolf? My cat Mochi is your cat's name is not Mochi. I remember now. Smoochy. It's not Smoochy. It's something. I don't even. Help me out here, somebody. Fans stay creeping. Why? One Piece is a cartoon. One Piece is a cartoon. You're correct. But 100% is a cartoon. But yeah, I think that's it. I just wanted to see. I want to see your faces, even though I'm not really seeing your faces. I pretend that your screen names in different colors are your faces. I know a duck named Mochi. Did he waddle up to the lemonade stand? And he said to the man running the stand, "Got any grapes?" Anybody with kids hopefully will know that. Okay, well, what again? Hoarding filament is a requirement. Yeah, tell me about it. Joe's right. Yeah, I had to build a room. One Piece is a game and a live action movie. Is a game. Is there a One Piece game? I don't know enough about it. I'm a sucker for saying, see, Alexander, I'm with you. I'm a sucker for just anything that's not common, not normal, that especially limited. If you can't get it, like those pre-production spools, once it goes into production, you're never going to be able to get that spool again. So yes, 100%. I print with it. But even if I printed all of it, I'm still keeping the spool. It's got that cool factor. Got any staples? I haven't heard that one. Our screen names are filament colors, not faces. Hey, I mean, we pretty much have everything that I'm seeing right now. I see blue, light blue, yellow, orange, green, red. Is that all the colors that this shows? I guess different shades of green. Light green, dark green. Hey, what's up, Andy? No APX? No APX. APX, wasn't that a brand? Something. Not No APX. No Fear. Does anybody remember No Fear? Whatever happened to them? Acquired? Bankrupt? Got any glue? Boom, boom, boom. What's the oldest spool you have from Polymaker? What's the oldest spool? Ooh. I have an original sealed in the box, Polysmooth. Like original box, the white and teal box. With the sticker and everything still in it. Well, obviously because it's sealed. But yeah, that's gonna be the oldest one. I found it in return. So I kept it. This isn't a suggestion stream, but is there any chance you can 23 Blue Dude this stream on Tuesday is kind of a free for all for the most part. Some organization to it. But is there any chance for Polymaker's site to have a dark mode? I ask because the brightness hurts the eyes. I can ask. I will type it out. If you're able to, 23 Blue Dude, I don't know on time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard on Thursday. Sean does feedback hour. That is a great question for him. But if you can't make it, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and this is how feedback works in this company. And I've talked about this before. And am I bragging about the company I work for? Absolutely. Is that suggestion? Right now I'm typing it to the team that would make a decision on if that's going to be possible or if it's something they've seen or something they can implement. So let me type that real quick here. There we go. Message sent. So if you can't, you can go get live feedback straight from Sean, but on Thursday. But that's asked out there. And this is what's crazy is you got a suggestion. Don't ever hesitate, whether it's in this format or Discord. If you do it during Meet the Polymaker, it's probably not going to be seen because I don't always read chat. But yeah, always up for suggestions. And if I keep slurring or my speech, it's because I have a sore on the side of my tongue. I notice it. You probably didn't until I just pointed it out. Do you all sell those hats on the site? Not yet. So this is from a company, Raising Bar Designs, out of Virginia, I believe. He gave us some samples to show kind of what he did. No creativeness for me. I sent him logos, and of course, Panchroma. Got the carbon fiber, but it's a rainbow. He hit it out of the park with these things, and they were just like, "Hey, let me just show you what I make." Hopefully, merchandise has to become a thing first. And then we'll see what we can do with hats, because people love. There's a Fiberon. There's 2 Fiberons ones he did another off-white Panchroma that Oriana in our team she's got that. Troy, the product manager for Fiberon, has the Fiberon hat that I wanted to keep, but I gave it to everybody first. This was the only thing left, which I'm not a hat guy, but it looks pretty good. It looks good, not me. Big difference there. But yeah, so right now, not available. Will it be in the future? If we can make it happen, I'd love to, because they're very good quality. This patch is it's a leather cut UV print, I think. But I mean, it's held up very well. It doesn't peel off. It's on there good. I haven't heard any complaints about the other team members that have the other hats. Pete, the product manager for Polymaker Prime Family, has the Polymaker one, and he wears it often. Yeah, they're quality. We'll see. The guy is very nice guy and does great quality work regardless. So if you need to hit somebody up for a hat, there you go. What browser are you using? You can force dark mode with Edge and Chrome. Okay, well, there you go. Installing amateur radio antennas with parts printed in PLA, experiencing. Oh, wow, yeah, especially the antennas sitting out in the sun. HTPLA. So depending, I don't know how much load, I don't know the design of the antenna itself, or if there's a much of a weight overhang. If there is much of an overhang or anything, like let's use the example of the Rio de Janeiro Jesus with its hands out. If you're printing a model like that, I'd recommend, especially for like heat wise, I'd recommend doing the GF, the HTPLA GF, just because it could still sag over too much weight. Has anyone ever asked you to autograph a spool at a show? K-Dog, absolutely not. They have not. I'm not. I'm just a face. If anybody ever wanted an autograph, I'd be more than happy to. I have provided an autograph on the bottom of a Scientist, or the Luminous Rainbow Scientist, which is like my go-to filament. Not my go-to, but it's my filament, we'll say. To Curio Junkie's son at Remurf last year. That is the only signature I've ever given. I wasn't asked for it. I don't think. Nah, Micro D might have asked for it. I don't know. Either way, I signed it, but I have not. I don't see myself as anything popular. It's just more of a face that people are forced to deal with if they won't film it. I produce it out of my home. But no, I'm not against. If anybody ever had something they wanted to sign, I'd be more than happy to sign it. Oh, I signed, our whole team signed the Zany Makers, Zach did his big logo. And he had everybody on the team sign it. That was really cool. Random gripe from Joe. I spent 2 hours on the phone updating my hours because I moved. What is happening? You were so random. I really thought that was going to be something with like feedback for the website or something like that. Bill, how's everyone? I'm doing fine. I can't speak for everybody else, but I'm doing great. I hope you are doing well yourself. They planning on doing any retail down in Houston? Nothing that I know of currently. You never know though with retail what could happen there. Maybe some projects in the works. So when will Polymaker sell resin for SLA printing? That I can tell you right now, I've not heard that brought up in any future plans. I'm not saying it's not possible, but resin's a messy thing. Like cheaper? Did I say meh? I don't know how to pronounce that word. Opex says, what about a Back to the Future hat for Panchroma? I have a 3D printable file for it. Oh, is that? Yeah, I seen Pete Salvis reprinted 3D. He had a rainbow TPU one printed. I think Zombie has done a silk or rainbow, but PLA, so harder. Why does that keep washing out? That's weird. It's doing that. Yeah, I mean, if somebody wanted to modify that file and print it in multicolor, I think it'd be pretty cool. Like TPU is gonna be hard to do multicolor, so maybe a PLA one. I guess if it's thin enough, it wouldn't be bad. I mean, technically, you don't really need it to flex, other than just fit on your head. Would you sign a single strand of PLA Wolfman crab arms? I would definitely give it a shot. I don't think you're gonna be happy with the outcome. I'd love a signed Polymaker cap, especially signed by you and Nick, who are the best customer service I've. Thank you very much for that. I'm not going to take credit for the customer service part, because Sean, Yugia do amazing at the customer service aspect of things. I'm just a face and voice that they were desperate to find, and they put me in the spot, picked me off the street, said, "Hey, you want a job?" Not really, but I'd be more than happy to sign something. Hopefully, we'll be able to meet you soon. Sometime, well, I guess say soon, sometime in the future at an event. I will be making it to UK next year, I think, but I don't think, if I remember, you're from down under. And if not, I'm sorry. I would love, if you guys need to get a big Rep Rap Fest to go in there, so I have an excuse to go to Australia that I don't have to pay for. I'd love to visit Australia, despite all the dangers. Open retail store in Houston, I'll be there all the time. Yeah, again, yeah, you never know what you're going to see in the future. Does the phrase "I am awesome" have to be standalone, or can it be in a sentence? Not in a sentence, because with a sentence it would have to have punctuation, and that will not enter it, I don't believe. Could be wrong. I wouldn't risk it. I would just type it as "I am awesome." I remember seeing some videos about people getting microscopic fibers in their fingers after touching. Hasn't been tested. So Lincoln World, I think somebody did some testing, but it wasn't that in depth. We haven't done that in depth of testing ourselves to see. So we encourage anybody to, if you've got the means to do really good testing, and doing true testing, not just I feel this might be what it's doing. Real world testing, 100%. We'd love to see it. If somebody has the equipment or the facility to do really good testing, let me know. Hit me up. I would be happy to send you some filament to do that testing, just to see. I mean, we sponsor a lot of our partners, like My Tech Fund. We sponsor them because he helps. He's basically a on-board tester of filaments to provide the feedback and honest feedback. Our filament versus another filament. If it doesn't succeed, then hey, we know where we need to learn, and same with that. If that's information that we can see is provided professionally and accurately, it would be nice to be able to answer the question, but I don't know if it really does. I haven't seen any proof 100%, but again, I can't say it doesn't either. So, and then we also have many other partners that test filament. Edge 3D recently has tested quite a few, and our HDPLA. TPU AMS, sadly not Polymaker. Polymaker needs to catch up with TPU. 20 we've joked but not joked to 2026, the year of TPU. We know that there's now that and the only reason it's become more popular now is it's more accessible to print. So we love printability of our products. So there's a good chance now with all the printers that are out there, you're going to see a bit more next year. Maybe something by the end of the year, but I don't want to promise anything. Would you sign a half painted door, James the printer? If it's not my door, yes. It looks horrible enough. My signature on that is not going to help it. You're going to be like, what is that? Is there a bug on your door? Thanks for talking about the Discord channel. Made me poke around a bit more and found a ton of useful information. Awesome. That right there, that makes this this stream successful. I appreciate the feedback, Elder Nerd. Yeah, don't hesitate to ever ask in there any questions whatsoever, and I'm sure you will find some help, if not directly from the Polymaker team. Our F and Osh not gonna happen. We're too far apart. Wait, why? Too far apart from what? The world? You can still throw a Rep Rap Fest. Don't tell me no. I want a chance to go to Australia. You track the spools who have to come to me from the other side of the world. You deserve credit. Sometimes that is not the most fun thing to do, especially when the shipping. I've had a handful of things that just in transit internationally has just held up somewhere and just stopped. Like, why? I can't get answers. But anyway, we work through them and we get through the filament regardless. Should I make a shirt with my either Joel or Tiffany on it and get this signed? Midnight Wolf, I am a good sport. If you wore a shirt with my face on it, the least I could do to make up for the ridicule you may get from the world is to sign it. So you do you. I mean, I'm not gonna judge. Wait, do y'all have a storefront in Austin? No, not currently. Hot Tuna. I say not currently. That just hinted that we have something. No, we do not have a storefront in Austin. But again, you never know what'll change. Our factory and our office is actually in Houston, outside of Houston, Missouri City. But that's not open to the public currently. If that ever changes, I will be sure to let you know, because I know there's a lot of people. I will probably have to make a trip down there myself as I'm out of Ohio, just to facilitate anything if we ever are able to open up to tours. What slicer do you recommend? Honestly, Andy, I use Bamboo Studio. I've used Orca Slicer also. I mean, let me go through my bar at the bottom of my screen. Bamboo Studio, Orca Slicer, Reality Print, GD Studio. Where's the other one? Anycubic Slicer, or Next Slicer, I think is what it's called. There you go. Yep. Yeah, I've got a lot of different printers, but my go-to is Bamboo Studio. It works. I know Orca Slicer is a favorite to a lot of people because it does a little bit more updates and what's the word, customization to it. Yeah, I definitely say use a couple. If anything, use a couple, see what works for you the best, and then stick with that, because everybody's different. Everybody, the way the menus are set up and the intuitiveness of the program, it's all up to each user. And yeah, I would say play with some and then figure out what you like and stick with it, because all of them are really, they're all forks of each other. So any plans for TPE? I don't know. Nothing I know of yet. That could be along the lines of the 2026 TPU flexible filaments year. We'll see. I'm quiet to you, Additive Adam. I do see that my mic's not peaking as high, but it's maxed right now. Hopefully everybody's been able to hear me. Did I miss anything else? There we go. Got to scroll down. We just don't have the population density here to make it viable. Oh, okay. It's been tried. Oh, it's been tried. Okay. Yeah, because Australia's huge too. That's the one thing. Like, even being in Texas, like, I always forget. Like, looking up. Oh, hey, how far is this when I'm in Houston? If I want to go here, man, it's spaced apart. So yeah, Australia. I guess it'd be hard to just really get that much involvement. But hey, never know. Maybe we'll find a way to make it work so I can go to Australia. Is that selfish of me? Do we have any storefronts anywhere? Not currently. Miss the Slick 3R Slicer. What printer are you using right now, Andy? My main is Bamboo. I've got a lot of Bamboo lab printers, but I also have Creality K2 Plus. There's an Ender 5 Max next to me. FL Sun. I've got a T1. I've got the Anycubic Cobra 3 and the Cobra 3 Max. And really, they're all great printers in their own way. Bamboo's just my easiest one to go to because it's boom, it's there. I've got multiple, so I can slice and print multiple things without having to go to different slicers. So that is my go-to for now. When are you opening a storefront in your house? I could. It probably wouldn't last very long, but just Polymaker fires me in a year because they find out I embezzled like thousands and thousands of spools of filament and resold it out of my house. Yeah, that would be that would be worth it. I've been muted the whole stream and no one's told me. There's a lot of good lip readers in that case. Texas is whole Texas away from its cell. What? Texas is whole Texas away from its cells. I don't know what that means. You can be anywhere in Texas within 12 hours. Exactly. TPU, yes, TPU. I've got TPU from Inland from long ago, and I've printed slot car track for those that are my age and Bob's age. Tires for a co-worker for my previous job, and they're a lot softer than what the TPU was. Texas fits in my state a few times. Fair. Ruby Wheels opening up a Colorado location would work so well. Your mic is half of all the streamers I watch. Yeah, see, my GoXLR has been messing up, so I'm going to blame that, but I need to adjust it. I have Flash Forge, Adventure 5M. I seen the 5D AD5X came out. You can order it now. I think it ships out June 20th. Any plans for an H2D? I don't know. Maybe. I've been on the fence, but the more people that have it, a couple of community members, I won't call them out, but have had it. Polymaker Pete's got one, and they've praised it. They really like it. Maybe. I'm not against it. Is this discussion also on Discord now? Which discussion? Is this discussion also on Discord now? I don't know what you mean by that. Down the Beltway. Oh, from the Houston plant. Yeah, it's like right off of whatever the highway that is. I've been on it many times and I don't remember what the number is. I am 3 days away from clicking buy on the X1. X1 it's a solid printer. And I know people will tell you, hey, you can get a P1S and do the same, but if you want just easy peasy, all of the Bamboos are easy peasy. What am I saying? The X1 is a very nice printer. If you can afford it, it's worth it. You already have thousands and thousands. Thousands and thousands. That would insinuate I have 2,000. I don't know if I have that much. I haven't counted them recently, though. Audio down a little bit, but not terrible. Yeah, I could probably bring this closer. Just eat the mic. I did not get the Centauri Carbon. I thought about it. I have too many printers as it is. But again, not opposed to it. I'm waiting to find one on Facebook Marketplace. I'll buy it for 150 bucks. And 300 is still a great deal, don't get me wrong, but I like deals. I'm reading this chat on YouTube, is also on Discord. No, it's so I dual stream to Discord and sorry, not Discord. Scratch that. Dual stream to Twitch and YouTube. As a regret, how do you like K2 Plus? K2 Plus is not bad for big stuff. I got something. I printed big stuff with it. The Battle Benchy. All articulating. The legs, of course, print separate. The guns print separate. They're all. But I mean, yeah, it prints. It does what it's supposed to. The only thing I had on some stuff was, and some software updates have seemed to fix some of it. Top surface was so on some stuff. But did I never? Is this? Like, don't look down the barrel of a gun. I think there's some support material in there that I never pulled off. Oh well. But anyway, yeah, that's a big print. But yeah, overall, it's a good printer. Overall finishing, like I said, top finish was a so-so, but it's gotten better for sure. Will you all be selling the new spool opener? Opening tool? CGS? No, we will not be selling hammers anytime soon. But I've seen some really creative openings on X. I think a Sawzall was one of them. Hammers. You guys are insane. Hey Gabe, I was wondering if there are plans to move the Fiberon line to the U.S. manufacturing. Our goal is to grow the factory production, U.S. production, more and more. When does Fiberon fit into that timeline? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Yeah, I mean, ideally we will be able to manufacture everything here in the U.S. But I don't know the timelines of that. Maybe that's something. Maybe one time we get Alan or Turk, who works in our factory, on this. To meet the Polymaker. I don't know how much information they can give, so I don't want to bring them on and then be like, oh, so 5 minutes in, that's all you can say? Yep. And then sit there awkwardly. They're actually both great guys. But let me see here. We're going to be doing a drawing here soon. So if you have not yet typed in I am awesome while I try to catch up on chat. Make Lincoln World. You're right. Make my day, punk. Orange Storm Giga CCM. I had thought about backing the Kickstarter back in the day. I can make room for it, but just I can't spend that much on just a giant single tool 800 by 800 by 1000. I would love it. You know, if somebody has one they want to sell really cheap, let me know. I'll buy it. Need at some point I'll swing through the stream for sure. Ogre FPV, welcome in. Any tips for printing with PET G for the first time? Dry it. It's pretty hygroscopic. Even if it's in a bag, it can still have some moisture. Even if it might just print fine out of the bag, but if you have a dryer, I would dry it. Past that, it's just depends on the filament. I mean, I always start off everything with generic print profile on Bamboo Studio, and then from there tune it if I need to. It can get a bit stringy. You can tune some of that out of it. Just depends on the filament. But if you go into the Discord, you can definitely ask questions there if you have any printing issues. And those, I don't print PET G a whole lot, so I'm not the pro to go to for settings. But I promise you there's many in Discord that print with PET G. Some solely print with PET G. We add PTF tubing to your inventory. We have talked about that. So possibly there's a lot of different things that are kind of in the works and seeing what we can make work and how we can make it work. So that could come. RC that bench. Oh, that would be, I have an X-Max. Modify that onto the X-Max body. That'd be hilarious. And then have the gun shoot darts, Nerf darts. DK, I appreciate the support and your love for Fiberon. Yeah, if we can make it happen, I promise you we will make it happen. But like I said, does that mean in 6 months? Does that mean in a year? Does that mean in 2 years? I don't know. I only know partial of what the plans are. The plans are to expand, and that's that's as detailed as I really know. I mean, there are plans on that I don't know fully. Feeling okay. And yeah, we'll do the drawing here in just a second. Uh-oh. Congratulations to those who have stayed on board. I typed out a message earlier, and then you know what I did? I closed out the browser after I typed that message. That browser may or may not have had the giveaway on it. I don't believe that StreamYards keeps it live. You'd almost think that I do this on purpose just to make it so people have to stay for the win. You have to stay for the win anyway. You have to know to message me. Type in I am awesome. Somebody do that real quick. There we go. Oh, it must be really delayed. Anybody on the YouTube, I'm going to give you plenty of time to do this. Anybody over in YouTube, this setup, I'm still working on the one idea that I had did not work on my tests. Go over to Twitch real quick, type it in there. You don't have to be over on Twitch when I do the drawing. You see your name on there, you'll reach out to me. But it's not going to pick up YouTube right now. I'm really sorry guys on YouTube. Come over to Twitch real quick and you can go back to YouTube or just keep them both open. Just go to keep YouTube up, go over to Twitch. Type in I am awesome. I'm going to give you plenty of time to do so. Sign into an account, maybe create one if you don't have one. But this is the entries are only valid for YouTube or for Twitch. We'll get those in there, and then we will do a drawing. My apologies, but you do have to be present anyway. So, if you're lurking and not paying attention, you probably want to know you won anyway. I probably should assign somebody to every stream, every Tuesday stream in the beginning, and say, "Hey, Joel," or message me, "Joel, start the giveaway." Start it, because then I forget. They're coming through now, so I do see entries in there. Again, type in I am awesome. No matter where you're at in this world, if you hear my voice and see my face, or one or the other, type in I'm awesome. We will ship it to you. 3D Snafu, type it again. Just spell the awesome part a little bit differently. or copy and paste what you see everybody else. And if you had it in before too, like I said, everybody, if you have not typed in I am awesome in the last 30 seconds, minute probably, type it now. That way you can enter for your chance to win some filament. While you're doing that, let's set up, because it's time for me to go get some food. Copy. I'm just getting set up there. Kit, I am possum. Sea Squatch Deluxe over on YouTube. Frank R on YouTube. Rob H on YouTube. Oh, never mind. You just said we're saying something else. Don't say. Okay, yes. Blaster. You're very right, Rob H. But Sea Squatch, and make sure to go to Twitch. Type the I am awesome. I do like this dual chat that is working, because Ken W on YouTube. If you have Twitch, please go over there and type in the I am awesome. The YouTube entries are not working at this time. Get him in there, and we're going to do a drawing. And then we will be back. Actually, Tiffany will be back tomorrow on her stream. So go show her some support. She does different printing thing. There's a lot of different things of what she's going to do and what she is doing. But she's fun. She's a good energy to be around. So go show her support tomorrow on her stream. That'll be dual stream to Twitch and YouTube. And then after that, we'll be back at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard on Thursday for Feedback Hour with Sean. And then following that at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard on Thursday will be Meet the Polymaker. So tune in to those. Again, all of those are live on Twitch and YouTube. So appreciate all the support you guys have always given us and every little thing that we do. Even these silly fun things where Joel talks constantly for an hour and a half and doesn't lose his voice. There's Zombie. Welcome in, Zombie. You owe everybody a slush for every spool that is sold at Murph. We don't sell any spools at Murph, by the way. We only give them away. So you're lucky. Don't tell anybody. We are the filament company that gives away more filament than what is sold at any event. Make out a catchphrase. Yeah, see, there you go, Zombie. You can agree to this. That you will give a slushie to anybody that purchases a spool of filament from Polymaker at Murph. Not from the website. At Murph. Korea Rice Box. I wanted to have the same exact question before I worked for Polymaker. And now that I work for them, I asked that the question even more. But if it works, it works. Hey, filament giveaways at Zombie Hedgehog's table at Murph. Yeah, I guess I didn't even go over the fact that K2 Kevin with the Maker Chips, Zombie Hedgehog, Pezliz, I believe Big Jano is also going to be there. Who else? Zany Maker Zach will be there. Lee Marie 3D. Who else? Pezliz, if you're still here, you know the list. There's a lot of awesome people going to be there. Lots and lots of awesome. Do they have to buy it from him? You have to buy it from our table. And that'll get anybody fired if they take money for any filament at our table. Murph is in Goshen, Indiana. Next week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Recommend Saturday. If you can't make it all day, Saturday would be the main day to go. It is warm. Be prepared. Will you have the scientist display? Yes, we will, Zombie. It's actually, can't really see it. The scientist is right there. The stands are still on the pallet in the warehouse. Is Lee Marie? Let's see. Wait, no, on YouTube. I can't. Yeah, they do YouTube. I can't rate out to YouTube. I don't know how to do that. The ZH1. Oh, you'll have the colorful ZH1, the HTPLA ZH1 display. He's gonna try to outdo us on the scientist. You're gonna have to have only about 100 and plus more ZH1s. Yes, Japanese Japan rep festival is coming up this month too. I wish I can make that. I will not be there. Like, can't wait to see the pictures and video from it. New raid, but it's tricky. Yeah, see that. So, I'm gonna try something. Let's go raid. I'm gonna do a Twitch raid. Set that up. Oh, and real quick, again, if you guys have not, only on Twitch entries work. YouTube entries do not. Twitch, I am awesome. In the chat, we'll get you a spool of filament, or we'll get you a chance to win a free spool of filament. Whoa, whoa, whoa. And yeah, I'm going to draw that here in about 1 minute. So if you haven't done it yet, or you're not sure you've done it, enter it in there. Anybody can win. Doesn't matter where you're at. Have to enable you to raid end, so to speak. Yeah, then I don't know. But so the problem is too, though, is I stream from Streamlab app. I don't know. Yeah, GTR dad. You're banned. You're banned. It's not hard. I just have to have permissions. So yeah, is it saying it's the same though? /raid? I don't know. I'm gonna do a raid here. Flipped it. Builder's Mark, you're banned too. Hush it. I used to talk really well of our community, and now they want to ruin me. That's what they want to do. Zombie Hedgehog, you have the power. You have a sword next to your name. So does Builder's Mark. It'd be a fight, fight to the finish. Safe space, and there's the other sword. Zombie Hedgehog Nico rule. Yeah, the rules have changed. This is my world now. Okay, anyway. Real quick, let's go ahead and let's pull up the giveaway. I think, let me make sure I got it pulled up right. It's active. It's not that I'm worried about. But I think I have to go to, I don't have a screen. There we go. There it is. I am awesome. There's 148 viewers, and some of those are over on YouTube, I understand. But there's 87 entries for I am awesome. This is your last chance. On Twitch, type in I am awesome in chat. It's going to enter you a chance to win a spool of Polymaker filament for absolutely free, shipping included, etc., etc. Reminder for the next Tuesday starts to giveaway. Take it cheaper. I appreciate that. I'll remember that. I have a sword, but I guard it. Okay, I need to run and make slushies. See you later, Zombie Hedgehog. Okay, we're gonna do the drawing. Let's get one more entry. Let's get it 90. There we go. I'm going to draw in 5 seconds in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Continue to enter if you would like, because I'm going to do a couple more of these since I was not present last week. First one, realizes _1. Your name's up there. You got a light bulb as an icon. If that's your screen name, reach out to me, exclamation point contact. There we go. Right there. Builder's Mark on the mark. Why his last name on his screen name is Mark, because he's on the mark. Reach out to me at joel.fan@polymaker.com or message me on Discord at discord.polymaker.com. I'm Polymaker Joel, and let's draw again because you've won. We still got 2 more to go. Winner, chicken dinner, and this one is going to be none other than the infamous The Dad _ doing things. I'm a dad. I do things. I relate. Congratulations, you won filament. So again, make sure to reach out to me at joel.fan@polymaker.com as you see on the screen, or message me on Discord at discord.polymaker.com and get your free spool of filament up to $35 value. So congratulations. We're gonna do one more drawing and then we're gonna raid out to somebody. Let's see here. They're still live. They're doing the old unspooled. Don't know if that did anything. Why is that? Okay, somebody make sure the possible ban get rid of that. The guy won. Okay, I'm gonna do the /raid in here. There we go. Okay, so the raid is starting, but we got one more drawing to do, so don't leave yet. And last but not least, and again, seriously, guys, thank you guys for coming, supporting the streams, supporting the Discord, supporting the company. supporting me, even though I'm weird. I appreciate it. Harold Poulter. I met that guy before on camera. Congratulations, Harold. You know how to get a hold of me. I'm not even going to give you the whole spiel. Congratulations on winning a spool of filament. You never know what you might be able to win at these streams, so tune in, whether it be my stream, Tiffany's stream, Sean's stream. There's always fun stuff to be learnt, talked about, whatever, etc., etc. But yeah, thank you guys all for your support, and I look forward to seeing you guys here in a week and a half. To those who can make Murph, remember, bring your prints, share them, bring them to the table. Appreciate you guys all. Have a good night, and we will catch you on the next one.